Welcome back, everyone, to the Woking Means Business Exhibitor Interview series. Hopefully this time without any tech issues. We're slightly late starting because Tracey's internet was a little bit flaky down in the garden room, but she's moved into the main house and it's crystal clear now. Hi, Tracey. Welcome to the interview.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure. That's a pleasure. So you're with the FSB. So tell us a little bit about what you do with the FSB.
So the FSB, or some may know us as the Federation of Small Businesses, is a nationwide organisation and been celebrating our 50th year this year, which is great news. Right. Yeah. And I have the enviable position of being the business development manager for the Surrey region of the Federation of Small Businesses.
Excellent, excellent. So I am a member of FSB, so I have a little bit of an understanding. But FSB is not just a sort of a body to champion the rights or position of small business owners, which it does fantastically well. It is a great collective voice, but it also provides a huge number of services and benefits for members, doesn't it, Tracey?
Yes, it does, Alan. You're correct. So, if I like to kind of explain it by first of all sort of looking at the context here. We represent small businesses. And most small business owners, being it a one-man band or maybe they've got a few staff working for them, they're incredibly busy just running their business. And that involves a huge amount of administration and paperwork and responsibilities and burdens on a small business owner. And that business owner wouldn't necessarily be able to afford to pay for an HR expert, a legal expert, an administrator. There's a lot of things that a small business owner has to wear multiple hats for during their working day. Yeah. So I like to explain the Federation of Small Businesses as a bit like your business friend. We're here. We've got your back. We're here to support you and advise you and guide you. And that comes in multiple different forms, but providing you practical tools and support to help you then get on and run your business and know that you've got someone there, a critical friend or a friend who's on there to say, help, I need a little bit of advice, support. And to give you some examples of what that may look like, just a summary of some of the things we do, and we do a huge amount. We have a 24/7 legal helpline. So anything that you need help with on a legal aspect, you can pick up that phone and talk to our legal experts. We have a document library of over 1,500 documents, including legal documents, contracts, licenses, agreements, HR documents, which our legal experts actually keep up to date for us. Right. So you can just dip in and grab that information out whenever you need it.
So if you're a small business creating your first website, is there a sort of a privacy policy or a cookies policy and things like that in those documents?
Absolutely. That's exactly the kind of documents you're looking for. If you've got a new customer and you need or supplier and you need some kind of license or agreement template to put in place, rather than relying on what somebody else provides you that may not be favorable to you, we've designed these documents to support you that are favorable to you. You can then edit them and change them as you see fit, but the template is there for you, so you know you've got good quality documents. Other kind of other services we provide, the insurance. We actually have brought the FSB insurance in-house, so we own the insurance company. And in many cases, in most cases, you will get really good favorable rates. And then some of our members are telling us actually what they've saved on their insurance costs is more than the membership fees anyway. So it's paid for its membership just on insurance. Healthcare, debt recovery support, health and safety, you name it. There is something there for everybody, be it either a tool to use or advice, guidance, or a service we provide.
Yeah, indeed. I had a conversation with one of my networking connections down in Somerset, and he was struggling with his back, and suddenly found that actually you could get some physiotherapy sessions through FSB as part of his membership.
This is amazing. You're totally right, Alan. This is an amazing new service they've just brought in recently, actually, which is our new healthcare offer. It's around £39 a year. Sorry, not a month, a year. And for that, you get 24/7 access to a GP, and you get 3 physio appointments, as well as a range of other medical services. So, I mean, again, business owners, they're really, really busy. And if they're poorly, if they need to see a doctor, actually, they don't want to get taken out of their working day to do that. So they've got this doctor service that's available to them out of office hours when it suits them.
Yeah.
And that has proved to be really valuable. And then the physio to top it up, if they, as we all do, a bad back on occasions, always there to dip and take advantage of. So yeah, another one of those, amazing services, and that's, again, apart, this thing about being your friend and getting your back. We're always looking at new products and services that we can bring on board with third parties that will also boost up our membership support.
Yeah. I'm sure we could probably spend the rest of the afternoon going through all the different services and benefits.
Yes,
and still not cover them all.
No, exactly. And I tried to highlight to you there some of the most popular ones. There are so many more. But when we're talking to our members, the things that come out most, I think, when we're talking to them, we always ask our members what do they value most about the membership. I think the legal support, the insurance, and the network. That's really, that's one of the other areas.
Yeah, because you do actually run networking events as well for FSB members, don't you?
We do, which, my other point was around our business network. So we've got thousands of members in Surrey, but actually we've got somewhere in the region of 140,000 members across the UK. Yeah. So you are part of that network when you become a member, and you don't have to be a member to join our events, by the way. And our events are mostly open to all of our members and non-members alike. But you can join a local networking event, maybe in Surrey, but also we have virtual networking, and we had about 120 people booked on last month, and we have people as far as Aberdeen and right down to the south coast. So you can network with all of our members, and you can attend any of the networking events that aren't even in our patch as well. So that's you're part of that network as part of our membership. Businesses are from all sectors. This is it's a valuable part of the business day. When you're sitting at home on your own, running your own little business, you need to network. You need to get out there and talk to other businesses and know that you're not alone. So our members love that about us.
I think it's a great. I don't use anything like as much of the FSB's membership facilities as I should, and I really need to actually sort that out and do better and get better use of my membership, because there are so many things there that I should be tapping into, but I'm not. And it's on my to-do list.
Yeah, but Alan, you're not the first person to say that to me. So as a result of that, I've only been in post since March, by the way. So I'm quite new in, although I've worked across the business community for many years. And I'm listening to what the members are saying. And actually, we've heard that quite a few times. So we've launched some new events called our Maximise Your Membership events. We had our first one on Monday night in Spelthorne, and that's where we invite all our new members, or old, if they want to come along, and anyone who's thinking about becoming a member. It's a networking event, but we talk about all of the little membership benefits that people may have forgotten about. For example, if you get called for jury service, you get cover. We can give you up to £250 a day per day you're on jury service. Wow. Or so there are these little gems that are all there that you may or may not need them for a long time, and then one day when that opportunity or that circumstance arises, a lot of people forget we do it. So we're just going to keep reminding you, and we'll be running out more of those events across Surrey. So if anybody wants me to run one on their patch,
I should be keeping an eye out for that, because I really do need to utilize my membership a lot more than I do at the moment. So
definitely. I think there's just so much to talk about, and so I think these events are going to prove again to be really, really popular, and just help remind people of all the great stuff that they can do with the membership.
Well, I'm hoping you're going to have some colleagues on the stand with you on at the expo on the 9th, because otherwise I can see you being inundated, and I know you love to talk, as you told me.
Yes.
There's only so many people you can talk to in the space of an expo. So have you got people joining you on the stand?
Yes, so we've got our membership advisor, Derek Carr, who will be joining me on my stand, his job is to talk to people who want to become a member and sign them up if they want to become a member. He is so knowledgeable. He's been there many years, and he knows way more than I do. We also have a lot of what we call volunteer members who work with us. So these are members who just want to get actively involved, and we are really fortunate as an organisation. We have a lot of volunteer members. So one of our volunteer members will be on the stand with us for a part of the day, to come and just really talk to businesses about what it might be like to be a member from a member's point of view. So yes, there'll be a few of us, but if we're really busy, which I hope we will be, I'm happy to schedule Teams calls or meetups with people after the event and give them some time over a cup of coffee. That's fine.
Brilliant. Well, I always say that at the expo, you want short conversations to identify when the right people to have longer conversations with. But you schedule those longer conversations in the follow-up after the meeting, right?
Yeah.
After the expo. You don't want to spend half an hour talking to somebody at the expo, because
exactly.
You'll have missed another 20 people going past your stand that you could have actually had a conversation with.
Absolutely. So we invite people, if you're walking on by, give me a card or drop me your details and we'll schedule a call. Happy to come and meet you. You know, that's my job. I'm to get out there and meet businesses, and also find out what their pain points are and where they need support. Because the other part of what we do, and actually one of the huge parts of what the FSB is about, is we're a lobbying organisation. So we lobby government all the time. And I was just up in Parliament yesterday, actually, at our office in London, and talking about some of the reports around high street regeneration, around business crime, around late payments. So we're always talking about the really important subjects that businesses are feeling pain on. I need to talk to you guys. Any business out there, come talk to me, because that's how we form our lobbying agenda, is by what the members are saying to us.
I think that's a really, I think the member services and the member benefits are huge, but the really important thing to me is the collective voice that you give to small businesses who wouldn't have any way of getting their voices heard if it wasn't for the likes of the FSB. So I think it's a really important role to go and bang the door of government and government departments and sort of try and get them to listen.
And we've had some wins, and we've got some things that we've been banging the door for many years, and with the new government comes new opportunities. So we will grab those opportunities, and now's the time for us to really be pushing some of these messages forward. So it is a really good time to come to us and tell us where those pain points are. We know a lot of it. I mean, we've been doing this for many years, and but there's always new situations that crop up that we really
things flex, don't they, over time as situations change as well.
And so some of the new ones, for example, which everyone's feeling, is the effects of the wars and the conflict overseas has caused our utility bill prices to go through the roof. So on top of all the other problems they had with relating to Brexit, Brexit, and also to the energy crisis and everything else, and the COVID pandemic, suddenly you've got a whole new set of problems to deal with. So we need to keep feeding into businesses and finding out where this situation is taking their business and their personal circumstances, because it's their unique situations of what we can then take to the government to explain to them the repercussions of any decisions they make, how it actually impacts people on the street. So that's in our DNA as an organisation, and it's something, I'm really fortunate I get to work with all our MPs locally.
Right, brilliant. Yeah. So Tracey, I'm really looking forward to catching up with you. Hopefully at stand. I'll try and find you on one of the quieter moments, probably at either the start or at the end of the day, because I'm sure we'll all be very busy in the middle of the day. It'd be good to catch up, and maybe you and I should schedule a cup of coffee to see how we can help each other.
Alan, absolutely. Be good to really catch up with you, meet you. I have seen you around as a member. I were aware of you, but obviously getting around to meet them all, everybody in person, is my ambition. It might take me a couple of years, but I will get there. But it'd be great to great to see anybody at our events, and on
Yep.
our website we've got our events listed. So go on to the FSB website events page. You'll find our events. Come and meet us at the stand. You know, we are out there, and we're willing and ready and able to take any questions you've got.
Brilliant. Really looking forward to seeing you there at the expo. Just to remind everybody, the expo is on the 9th at the Woking Leisure Centre. And there's a whole bunch of things besides having great stands like Tracey and the FSB there, and numerous other businesses. I'll be running a LinkedIn workshop from 10:30 on the day, and there's a couple of sessions of speed networking with John Gower from Omni Business Development Network. There's a business breakfast, which is always very popular. So do get yourself signed up for that. You need to sign up for that separately to come to the business breakfast. So all sorts of stuff going on. Lots of opportunity to meet other business owners as well. Expecting 400 or 500 people to come to the event during the day. Free parking for a couple of hours in the parking at the leisure centre. So yeah, what's not to like about coming along? It's a really useful opportunity for you to find ways of helping grow and build your business, especially with the likes of the FSB there to give you so many supporting tools and techniques, and really looking forward to it. So I will see you at the expo. There will be more exhibitor interviews next week. If you're an exhibitor and you haven't booked your exhibitor interview yet, you should have received another email yesterday prodding you to book up your exhibitor interview. Get booked in. Let's have a chat. I'm running them right the way up until the last ones I'll do will be on the Monday before the show. From Tuesday, I'll be too busy sorting things out, ready for the expo. So there's another 6 working days of expo interviews that you can book in. So if you haven't booked one yet, there are a few slots available. So get in there, and I will see you all at the show. Look forward to meeting you in person, Tracey, at the show.
Yes, I look forward to meeting you and all the local businesses as well. It'll be a great event, and
yeah, really looking forward to it.
There.
Yeah, thanks for your time today, and we'll see you at the show. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye.